All right, good morning, marmots, or actually it's good afternoon now. Crazy day for me. It's Friday, January 8th. Crazy day 70 of this awesome journey. Been super busy all day. I'm going to take this off since there's nobody here. Super busy all day. I had meetings all morning long. Got off the Zoom meeting just about an hour ago, and went in, checked on the fish. Temperature was a little bit high, so I started to kind of, not panic, but just get a little concerned. Went in the kitchen, went to grab a bag of ice that was in there from that I bought yesterday that I get given to Carol, so now I gotta go replace Carol's ice, but I'm gonna go put the ice in there. And forgot, I put some really large Tupperware and metal bowls in there yesterday filled with water. Yeah, they're frozen solid. So we have icebergs in the fish tank. Check out the Fish Tube, EYC Fish Tube channel. Go in there, subscribe to it today, go look at it. There you'll see the icebergs. I did a quick little 1-minute video of it and talked about it. I was kind of laughing. It was pretty funny. I totally spaced off. But it's actually a good idea. And to keep the temperature down in the 50s, I think we're gonna have to do that on a daily basis. So I went ahead and refilled those, put them back into the freezer today, and I'm gonna have to come up tomorrow and try to coerce somebody to come up on Sunday to put ice in the tank so we can keep that temperature low enough until they can hatch and hopefully survive through this. Or maybe we just keep putting ice in it on the daily. We got to bail out some water and doing all that stuff. So anyway, that was the excitement, and that's why I'm kind of getting to this thing really late today. Just some really long meetings and everything, but let's go into it on this date in history. Lots of stuff on this date that's happened in history. It was hard for me to pick one. I'm kind of paging through looking at some of this, but I'm going to go with one that applies to me. It's one that I actually have a lot of opinions on, and one that I really just tend to disagree with the way it's been handled. So it's the No Child Left Behind Act was signed into law back in 2002 during the George Bush administration. This thing had the greatest intentions, like it really truly did. You know, we don't want to leave kids behind in education. We don't want to forget about them. We don't want to push them off to the side because either they don't try or they're just so far behind because of lack of services or whatever. But the problem with it is it introduced something that has absolutely put education back decades, and that's standardized testing. The standardized testing idea that, you know, kids need to meet this, and the Common Core, which Common Core has good intentions, but it's going to take us another 15 years or 10 years to figure out if it's working. And then of course throw in a pandemic into all of this, it's going to really screw up the data. So it's the idea that you got to meet these standards and these tests, and that teachers are being held accountable to get the kids to these standards and these tests, because the problem with it is it doesn't take into account mental problems and disabilities like ADHD and BI and you know, the BI kids and stuff, where some of these behaviors that are not your fault, that hold you back and put you behind, it's flawed because every kid's different. Every kid's an individual, and you get into different demographics around the country in different spots. You go to Meade compared to Spokane schools, compared to Cheney, Medical Lake, Walla Walla, Yakima, Inchaleum, all these different districts that have all these different kids need to have an individual plan for each of their schools, because all the kids are different. All the kids are at different places. So I think that's where where it really kind of screwed it up and really messed it up. We're still fighting through it and trying to fix it and come up with, that's where the Common Core thing came out of it, to try and get away from that No Child Left Behind law and the standardized tests. And I believe in Common Core for the most part. I just think that we're in trouble when we're looking at the data because of what this pandemic has done to mar the stuff we've done over the last 8 years since they enacted the Common Core system, basically almost nationwide. Most of the states are using it. If we could have had about 12 years of uninterrupted data, I think it would have shown whether it's truly really working or whether it's not. So and like I said, this whole pandemic thing's really kind of thrown a tire iron into the spokes, to put it mildly. So anyway, that's mine. I want yours. Tell me below. I want to see one. Lots of stuff. A famous musician died on this date. Oh God, 43 years ago, 42 years ago, 43 years ago, something like that. You've got, some people gained the right to vote in a part of the country way back when. You've got a famous dictator who arrived in an island country back in 1959. You've got some famous drug lords that were captured. You've got got a couple funny ones too, but I want to see what you guys put up, so please put yours up. It was nice seeing the three of you on the Zoom meeting. Mario, awesome to see you, brother. I hope you see this. I mentioned that I would be putting it up, so I'm really glad that you got on. Same thing with Abby and Marquise. You guys are very consistent. Milo, I hope you were feeling better. Got you, brother. But awesome week this week. I'm really tired. I don't know if you can tell. When I get tired, I tend to talk really fast and talk a lot. But I'm tired. It was a lot of stuff kind of squeezing it into this week and getting back into the swing of things. But the fish are coming. Can't wait to see the fish. Next week, guys. Next week's testing week. We're going to be doing our STAR testing, so be prepared for that. When you get in here, we'll do that Tuesday, Wednesday. Get that thing done, over, get out of here. And then we'll continue to move on and do our interactive notebooks and get everything done. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Why don't you guys just comment below also, just give me your one thing in history and tell me what you're grateful for so far the new year. This is a new year, so what are you grateful for? Tell me what you're grateful for. I am grateful, to be completely honest with you, I am grateful that I am keeping my nose out of politics for the month of January. I have vowed that for the rest of this month, I am not getting myself pulled into all this drama and all this stuff. I'm going to read about it, but I am not going on social media. I am not going to go down that road. And if it gets brought up in class, I'm going to deflect it. And we're going to say, we're not going to talk about that right now, because I think we need time to step back, breathe, let things calm down, and then we can sift through the ashes and we can talk about it. So unless it directly affects us, I think we're going to kind of just take a break from it and move forward. So anyway, this is the longest YouTube video I've done so far. So Miss Debbie just walked in, so I'm going to sign off and tell you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to send me your check-ins. We'll see you Monday morning. I'll have this thing up bright and early Monday morning, and we'll meet for Zoom 9:30 Monday morning. So see you guys then. Did I say 9? Yeah, 9:30. All right. Bye, guys.